On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back in my new shop where we have been since 6:30 this morning. And today, well, hopefully we make some progress. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and last night, Thanksgiving night, my dad and I came over here and we finally got our unit charged. Now, of course, you guys saw in the last video, we were getting the ACs going and we found out we didn't have the little adapter that you need to charge these things. You really just need the adapter to vacuum them down. I'll show you the adapter right now because it's definitely something for you guys to see. It's hilarious that this little tiny piece can derail an entire mini split job. Make sure you got that guy. It's $15, but it will end your night because they're kind of hard to find locally a lot of times. And now I'm covered in refrigeration oil. Anyway, we got this thing charged. We temped it in on my welder cord and it came to life. And you can see right now, 78 degrees is what it's set to. And Jake, is it 78 degrees in here? It sure feels like it.
It feels too much for this jacket right now.
Yeah, even my hoodie, I really want to take it off. I gotta say, it's warm in here with one of them. So we've got one heater going. It definitely froze last night. It was funny, when these defrost, they pour a bunch of water out of the unit. The slab was covered in ice. So it definitely works. And yes, we do have the unit off the ground. Oh, you have temp? Can you see?
Well, external temp, it's 40 degrees right now.
40 right now.
So the fact that it's nice in here bodes well for the rest of the winter.
I am pretty pumped. And that's one unit because we still haven't hooked up the line set on the second unit. We took it off and we're ready to do it. But at 6:30 this morning, the electrician showed up and they put in some work. So you can see everything's closed up over here. All the temporary power is gone. And that 1 inch runs all the way around here. And we've got working outlets now. We had to make a couple Lowe's runs this morning, but they have actually already left and they got quite a bit of stuff done. I do need to insulate this. I'm gonna have to fill the outside with silicone and put some spray foam in there. But it's a pretty tight gap for what it is. They really did nail that. You can see all the 10 gauge coming out to pick up the mini splits right there in that junction box, which I'm ready to cover up. And I think they have every outlet running, which is pretty sweet. There's a lot of wire. Oh, because this one is also mini split power. That's why there's a lot of wire in that one. So both mini splits have power now. And I think we've got power all the way down to here. Oh, they used all my plate covers already. I see. Well, I have more plate covers that they probably didn't see. I got 3 more of them sitting right there. That'll help cover everything up. And Jake and I, in the middle of this, had to run to the Honda dealership. And we're gonna get back to the shop build in just a moment because we have a bunch of cool stuff that we're gonna do in just a moment. But first of all, we get to do something else that's cool. So this is something Jake and I have been waiting on for a while. The Honda Bumper 08Z15PR8-100.
These are radiators for a Honda Civic Type R.
Radiator.
Yeah.
It looked a little small for a bumper box.
Yeah.
Luckily, we both have matching radiators now, and we're pretty excited about this product. I'm just kidding. They're not radiators. They're motorcycles, and I think this is like, I think everybody that's kind of into Hondas is crazy excited about these. Now, if you guys remember, there was an old Honda. What was the car? The Honda.
There's the Honda City.
The Honda City that had a special place in the back to mount a motorcycle that would unfold that was called the Motocompacto. This is the brand new Honda Motocompacto, and there is supposed to be a rideable vehicle in these boxes. So we each bought one. They're only $1,000. It's honestly pretty reasonable for, I don't know what the range, I don't know anything about it. Jake bought one and I was like, I wanted that too, so I bought one. What are the details?
15 miles an hour for 12 miles. Not great, but
that's what my skateboard does.
Yeah, it's a Honda.
And you get to sit down.
Yeah.
And it's a Honda.
And it looks like a briefcase, so you can like carry it into places without getting weird looks.
It looks very executive. And when you carry your electric skateboard in, people do look at you kind of dumb.
Look at this wannabe Tony Hawk.
You go do some tricks. That's the best one, is go do some tricks.
Do
and you're like,
kickflip.
you know this
weighs 50 pounds.
I was gonna say 40 pounds. It weighs every bit of, it weighs a lot. Anyway, let's open these up and we're gonna get to take them for a ride. I think we're both excited. Hopefully you guys are too. And then we'll get right back to the shop where we got a bunch of cool new stuff that also just came in. We got them open. It turns out these things, they are wildly heavy. I know it looks like a briefcase, but that's the world's biggest briefcase. There's no doubt about that. We had to go through a bunch of stuff earlier. These have to be like registered to Honda, kind of like cars. They have their own app that's super, super nice looking. But it looks like that's it. It looks like you got it. Flip out the things and, oh, it's got a kickstand!
Yeah.
Wow. This is cool. Push to release. Okay. Pull up on the plastic first, or it'll get in the latch. Look at that, guys. There's headlights. There's side reflectors. Wow, these look nice.
There's
Okay. Oh, and
there's a
then
lot going on here.
you like push that button, and then this flips, and then that flips.
Yeah, but first you got to extend it. So
Okay, okay. So it looks like you pull maybe the pin. Oh, no. Yep. Wow.
that all feels like such quality.
It is an EV from Honda. It
Wow, and that
isn't it nice?
leather.
And it has the bell that Boosted used because they don't mess around. It's the 2-position bell
Yeah.
and a leather seat. All right, I'm gonna open mine up.
So the one thing I have heard is that there's a front and a back for the seat, and you do not want to mess it up because it won't come back out very easily.
I believe it. So Jake's is all set up, guys. It looks really cool.
I'm still trying to figure out the.
It has to just flip out.
There we
Yeah,
go.
just like that. Anyway, there's a handle on here so that you can carry like a briefcase. And once you use the handle, it's very reasonable. It's like perfectly balanced and it's no big deal. I thought it was way too heavy. It turns out it's kind of perfect. Go Honda. All right, we got them set up. The lights are on apparently. We got tail lights, headlights. The setup process does take a while. I don't think you're really gonna carry this around like a briefcase, but it sure is cool. I can't believe I'm about to sit down on a plastic briefcase. It is. Oh, wow. It works. It works. We need to differentiate whose is whose, because they are twins. This is so weird. If you squeeze it with your knees, the plastic crushes.
Yeah.
That doesn't feel promising.
Oh wow.
This is really good.
I do kind of love the seating position.
If we move this table, we can make it through the racetrack in the shop.
They did say that they kind of engineered it to be like as fun to ride as possible for the designer constraints, and it does feel like they nailed that.
I've never felt like I was gonna die more than right now.
Oh yeah, but it is sketchy one-handed, isn't it?
Yeah, if we move some of the stuff in the shop, we'll be doing good.
Oh yeah, and it's front drive and rear brake.
Really?
So you can do like epic skids.
Oh, that's cool. This is the best addition to the shop ever. Too bad I didn't have this at the old shop where you needed it to get around.
Yeah.
Well, Honda Motocompacto, pretty awesome. That's my review. Let's get it outside. Jake and I are gonna take them for a quick... Did you just wreck it?
No, I did a sick burnout.
Oh, don't do sick burnouts on my floor.
Yeah, that was an accident. I blame the sawdust.
Sawdust. All right, we'll be right back to the building, guys, after this short break. The Motocompacto mission was obviously a success. They're both charging now. Honestly, super fun for what it is. For $1,000, you get a Honda, and that's hard to be said of any of their cars.
Also, if you're into mechanical engineering, every latch and like component on it feels so good.
All nice machined billet aluminum stuff, so really nice. Anyway, this just showed up today. This is the Unify U6 mesh. It is a cylinder. So Jake's
it's a tall Alexa.
It does look like that, it really does. So I bought this because it's indoor outdoor rated and we don't have internet in the shop, and we could use some internet in the shop because it's like a cell phone dead zone out here. So,
welcome to Kansas.
Right? Jake's getting this opened up and we're gonna get this added to the network, put it in mesh mode. Oh, look at that Apple unboxing. Here it comes.
Whoa, it's tiny.
It is way small in the pictures. This thing looks huge, guys.
Wow.
All right.
Comes with a PoE injector.
Okay, dude, let's do it.
Oh, yes.
It made almost no noise. Wow, that is the most solid feeling piece of network here. It feels like a solid piece of aluminum. All I know is we need the PoE injector because we're gonna mesh it and then put this upstairs in the house so it reaches the shop. So we took the Wi-Fi 6 mesh inside and we were going to just put this thing in mesh mode after we adopted it on the Unify system here, and then I saw as we walked down the stairs there was like a 75-foot cable sitting there, and I was like, we should just plug this thing in. So that's what we've done. We have a very temporary cable sitting here because we're gonna run wire and put this in the garage. So I think the garage will actually do a good job of covering outside the house. We might still put it outside the house because it's nice to have a little bit of outdoor Wi-Fi, especially when the yard goes forever. If you're out in the yard, it's cool if your phone works, obviously. So we might end up doing that with it. For now, we just shove this cable up here and hopefully Wi-Fi reaches the garage. That's all we're going for. So one Unify U6 mesh setup. I can't say enough cool things about it. It is smaller than a pop can and one of the most dense pieces of network equipment you've probably ever picked up. And it's got 4x4 radios in it, which is one thing that I was pretty pumped about. Hopefully now it reaches the garage.
We're walking. Oh, hard to see my screen. Oh, it just, hang on.
Lost the screen?
It lost its connection.
Oh, to LR. Why didn't it fast roam already? Fast roam faster.
There we go, we're back. AP roaming.
Hey, now you're on garage Wi-Fi 6
Garage
mesh.
Wi-Fi 6 mesh, okay.
Okay, that's great. Negative 67 is great.
67, 66. I'm gonna trip and fall.
It's gonna beamform and go forever.
Yeah, it just got better. Oh, now it's dropping again. 71, which is still really good. We're at the shop now.
You're using Wi-Fi man, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 77. We just got into good from excellent.
Okay.
And we're this far away.
Pretty far from the house.
73. Yeah, it's flicking back between good and excellent. And we are almost
at the end.
79, 74. It is doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We are now officially out of excellent and into good. Nope, went right back to excellent again. Once we stop moving, it's able to reacquire us.
I had, as soon as I walked out the back door before with the long range that was in the basement, it would just disconnect.
So what happens if we put the building between us and it? I bet that kills it.
Should.
Yeah, it dropped out. Will it be able to reacquire?
Oh, it's gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Unavailable.
Hey, that is way better than anything we had before, and that's only $179 AP, which is really cool. So we'll end up with one of those in the shop, one of those in the garage, on inside or outside, and one of those on the other end of the house, and that's gonna be that's it. That's all I'm doing here. I actually like that thing, it's pretty cool. And then of course, Wi-Fi 7 next year, we'll just start over. So huge shout out to one of my subscribers, Jared. Awesome. He sent this over. He was like, hey, do you want another Control 4 light switch? I've got a bunch of them. And he literally sent over a bunch. This is a light switch, 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 and a C4 Z2 IO, which is the Zigbee IO module. So you can use that to control anything you want, gate opener, garage door opener, whatever that is. And it can have some feedback statuses as well, like your door position, which is cool. He also sent me a Control 4 Neo, which I just bought 2 of these. You guys remember I mentioned these because they're amazing. Such a nice remote. And now I've got a black one. The black one's going in the shop, the silver ones are going in the house. So let's take a quick look here at this switch, see what the model is. Adaptive phase. Wow, this is one of the nice ones too. All right, so adaptive phase means it can do reverse phase and standard phase or something like that, which means you can set the dimming type for the load you have. Load types for control of permanently installed incandescent, halogen, fluorescent, CFL, LED, ELV, and MLV. So this should cover everything on the planet. So what we're gonna do is swap this in to the old switch for one of the outdoor lights these become a mesh network for Zigbee, so they should take the controller that's in the basement and then bounce the signal all the way to the shop. That's what I'm hoping. So they will do their mesh magic and we will get control for the shop's light switch. That's the hope. All we gotta do is pull one switch out and swap this thing in. It should just take a couple of minutes, a couple of wire nuts, and we'll be home free. So we'll pull this thing off real quick. What's funny is the light on this is one of those bug zapping, like CFLs or something. I don't know what it is, but I guarantee that it's not meant to control that. But I guess you could set it to instant on and off in the settings and it would do it. Hey, there's a neutral in there, we're good.
I'm so jealous.
I know, Jake doesn't have neutrals at his house. That is sad. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break all this out of here, I know. There we go. I'm just cleaning up their sheetrock work because it was really bad.
This is how the pros do it.
This is how the pro, well, I hate when the box is full of mud, so I always scrape it all out. Well, it all pays off, I hope. We haven't tested this yet. We're doing it live with you guys for the first time. Here's one of the Neos lighting, and now we can clearly see the shop. Yes, dude. Ah. Okay, fade on.
The neighbors are like, what is going on?
This is so crazy. 80%, there we go. Oh, dude, all lights on and off. We're gonna have to add some lights for no reason. Oh, this says all lights. So here's our adaptive phase dimmer. On, off. Oh, you can actually hear like a little minuscule click inside it. That is sick. Well, we did it. We now have Zigbee all the way out to the shop. We might have Wi-Fi out to the shop. We really don't, let's be honest. It disconnects inside that Faraday cage. But we'll have that fixed soon. Do you have one of these mesh into your shop? Is that how you, okay. Huh.
Because I'm not running cables.
Well, I am running cable. I'm gonna pull fiber into the pipe with the power. I was like, you know, if we put fiber in, it's not a conductive. Yeah, it's literally, it's code. We can pull fiber in. And that will fix all my problems because we'll have cameras in the shop, obviously. We can already see the shop, but we're gonna put a bunch of cameras over there.
That's actually genius, I should do that.
Yeah, pull fiber in. All right, I think this was the least productive day we've ever had in our lives, because in what, a matter of minutes of Jake and me doing a little bit of work over here and plugging in a few cheap toys, honestly, everything works. The lights can be controlled anywhere in the world suddenly. I put in a couple fake switches. They're real switches, but they'll be the fans and stuff down the road. Jake has the Neo, and he can now control the shop lights wherever he's at. Oh, the battery's dead again. Ah, how sick is that? Wow. And of course, we have Wi-Fi out here, and since we have Wi-Fi out here, I just finished adding the Wi-Fi to the air conditioners so I can control them at home, turn them up before I show up, whatever I want to do, we can control the ACs. So obviously there's still a little more to do, but I'm impressed by how well everything works already, because that remote runs on Wi-Fi, the extender is taking care of the air conditioner, and that we can put cameras out here. We can literally do everything in just a matter of minutes, which is unbelievably exciting. Oh, I forgot we have this. We can add this to the network right now too, and wirelessly control some outlets with Control 4 too. Huge shout out to Jared for sending that over. Tyler for tech support as always. Jake for making me buy a $1,000 scooter. That's very much worth it. Greg and Dave wiring all day, and of course my dad for doing the line set on the ACs with me. There was a lot went down really quick, and now we can stand in here and bathe in this beautiful heat that's just rolling out of the mini splits. So it really doesn't seem like we did all that much, but we can even control the back porch lights now from anywhere. So this is pretty great. I think we just add the Zigbee controller. What we should do is wire nut past the switch on the lifts, so you can grab the remote and just hit a button, lift the car up, and then hit stop when it's at the top. Because the lift physically stops, right?
Put it on HomeKit, like, Siri, lift my car.
Lift my car, that's right. Man, we're not gonna do that. That sounds very unsafe. You're in some other state.
Siri, stop! Siri, stop!
Somebody yells it across the shop. Everything about that sounds bad. We just need to bring a couple more loads of stuff over and we'll be much farther. Everything will be cleaned up and we'll have some lifts. And we're ready to bring some cars over. And I bought another car today. One I already have one of. and it's unbelievable. I won't have it here for like a month, but it is unbelievable. One of the coolest cars of all time. That is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts, not like this one. And please like, share, subscribe. Do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. All they have left is the other side of outlets and the TV wall outlet. See the wires hanging out up there. So.
Oh, the TV wall's doing it here?
A small. A small. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe 185 would be enough.
Yeah.
Or 90. But I still, 475s now are like $400.
That's really high up.
It's so high up.
That is some neck strain.
It's okay.
What you should do is you should just have 4 TVs in a box like
let's do a scoreboard.
Megatron or
let's do a
Jumbotron.
A scoreboard in the middle with the fan coming out of it.
Yes.
I'm not going to do that. Maybe I'm going to do that. All right, we're almost there.
The fan could also cool the TVs.
That's right.
And the Xbox.
Yeah.
Why does the headlight flash?
Why does the headlight flash? I don't get it. Looks stupid.